Well, hello YouTube. Welcome back to The Daily Life. I'm your host, Tom Johnson. Today's Tuesday, January 21st, 2014. And the topic that I'm talking about today is grocery shopping. It was a topic I had in my mind that I was supposed to write down, but I've forgotten it. And so you'll just have to wait to see when I remember it. Now, as I told you yesterday, shopping I did a show on shopping. As I looked through this is the history of daily life on a couple of pieces of paper. Shopping, I did one on shopping malls. That was on October 11th, 2013. I did one on shopping, just its own show. Online shopping, I did that on, let's see, that'd be December 11th, or thereabouts. But grocery shopping has a whole, I don't know, it's just fun. It's the most common type of shopping. I mean, you have to do grocery shopping every week, or else you can't eat. Unless you do sometimes I'll do a big grocery shop, like a really big one, drop a couple $100. And that does me for 2 weeks. But not usually because I don't own an automobile. And automobiles help a lot when you're grocery shopping. And why don't we start right there? Let's start with getting to the grocery store. Now, if you're going to the grocery store and you're driving in a car, I advise you to do your grocery shopping at any time but this one, Saturday mid-morning to Saturday mid-afternoon. Say Saturday from around 10 o'clock in the morning to around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. 3 in the afternoon. Worst time to do your grocery shopping. We're about to have a daily life first here. I need to blow my nose. I don't like doing this on camera, but excuse me for that. It was a daily life first. You say, what happened on daily life today? You say, well, the star of the daily life had to blow his nose. It's that kind of season where colds are going around, and I've got a 24-hour thing right now. I'll be back in tip-top shape tomorrow. Such things happen when you're doing improvisational comedy, you know. Anyway, what was I talking about? Right, getting to the grocery store. So, you get to the grocery store at 11 o'clock on Saturday morning. You know, you tell yourself, I would normally be watching The Price is Right now, but it's Saturday and it's not on, so I might as well do some grocery shopping. I'm a fan of that show, by the way. Not sure if I ever did a show on that, but I think I did one on game shows a while ago. Maybe I should do one just on The Price is Right, because it is one of my all-time favorite shows. I did one on game shows. Anyway. I'll do one on The Price is Right. Why the hell? Why not? See, I'm thinking up topics as I'm doing the show. Okay. Anyway. So, you get to the grocery store. We're still not even in the grocery store yet. I don't know how I'm going to do this in like 6 minutes, but anyway. I'll make it work. So you get to the thing and you can't find a parking place. And then you find a parking place at the grocery store. And some expletive, fill in your expletives there, has put a shopping cart in the only parking space that is available. So you have to get out of your car, move the shopping cart, try not to damage another car, and park. And while your car is running, a thief comes along and steals your car. Just kidding. I mean, that could happen, but it's unlikely. If you're standing right there and you see the guy. That would suck. Don't ever get out of your car and leave it running. Actually, there was a news story north of Toronto about, I don't know, a month or two ago. No, it was in the winter. Someone left their car running, maybe to go grocery shopping, to warm up, and somebody came along and stole their SUV. So that's a tough lesson to learn. right out of the driveway while they were in their house, warming up. So let's say that you move the cart successfully, you park, turn off your car, you lock your car, you walk into the grocery store. So we're in the grocery store now. I need to get a shopping cart. And for some reason they make you get a quarter because they're all locked up, and the only way to get the cart unlocked is to get a quarter. And you don't have one, so you gotta go all the way back out to your car. You see why shopping's a pain in the butt. And now you have your cart, and you're ready to shop. Finally, 6 minutes into the show, we're ready to shop. So you look for your deals, you look for your produce, you look for everything. And you maybe pick up something along the way that you really didn't intend to buy. Like, say you're like me and you're dieting. I'm not on a diet, but I'm just dieting because I like to maintain my healthy weight. I'm not going to say my weight on the air, that would be weird. Especially if you don't know who I am. You know who I am. I'm Tom Johnson, the star of the Daily Life, but you really don't know me. As I said before, that's a pseudonym. So let's assume that you get your cart full, and then you're walking down an aisle and you're looking at some frozen. That's a bad example. You're looking at some soup. Say you're in the soup aisle. You're looking for some soup. There's some Campbell's chunky soups, your sirloin burger, your chicken and beef, and your clam chowder, or whatever other soups you like to get. And you look in your cart and you realize you've got this box of donuts. These shoddy, cheap donuts that were on for $1.50. And you say to yourself, man, I don't really need those donuts. What should you do? You're in aisle 8, the donuts were back in aisle 2, back in the bakery section. Are you going to walk all the way back to the bakery section to put those donuts back? Of course not. You're going to look around, and then you're going to do something that I call impulse not buying. You've heard of impulse buying. That's where you're standing there, and you're at the checkout, and you look over and you're like, hey, Kim Kardashian got married again. I'm going to grab a copy of People. Or you're like, hey, I think Pippa Middleton got pregnant out of wedlock. I'm going to grab, what magazine would that be in? A Royal Watcher magazine. It's not a real magazine. Or you're like, hey, Star Weekly. Let's see what Paula Deen has said about her racist comments lately. You grab one of those. Or you look, hey, there's a chocolate bar that I feel like having, and you buy it on impulse. So it's called an impulse buy when you do it like that. You're just going to snap your fingers and do it. Well, an impulse not buy is the same thing, except instead of buying the thing, you put the thing back wherever you are. So you're in the soup aisle, you got your donuts, you put it back on the soup, and then the next poor Joe comes along, he's like, what the hell are these donuts doing on top of the Campbell's soups? So then you got your groceries, you're in your cart, you're waiting for the line. Now, I confess, I do this all the time. I shouldn't do it. It's immoral. It's not good. It's the worst way to pick up women ever, but I'm doing it because it's what desperate men do. Walk into the grocery store at the beginning. Instead of walking down the aisle straight and then going across the grocery store and then back to the cashiers, I walk along the cashiers first, and I look at the cashiers. If there's a cashier who's a young female who kind of looks like my age, I keep a mental note of it, and then when I'm coming back, I strike up a conversation. Obviously, I'm single, so I'm terribly bad at that, but it's, hey, I do it. Probably shouldn't have said that over the internet, but what the hell. YOLO. You only live once. That's my motto for this year. Okay, well, 9 minutes and 20 seconds. I guess that's just about it for today, eh? Yes, it is. So, tomorrow I'm talking about weekends. I thought of this because I woke up yesterday morning and I was like, hey, it's Monday morning. I hate Monday mornings. They suck. I have to go back to school. That's how I feel. I feel like growling. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about weekends because it's happy. That's it for Daily Life. I'm your star. I'm your host, whatever star. Tom Johnson. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.